Welcome back. Time for our check-in with the Reno Tahoe Young Professionals Network. Today we are talking about AI and its impact on the professional world. I am joined by Coach McElroy and Brandon App, both of the Reno Tahoe Young Professionals Network. Brandon, you're also the co-founder of Sierra Miles IT company. So brought you on here to talk a little bit about this. We hear the term all the time, AI. What exactly does that mean?
So AI is, really utilizing large language models and, a lot of the chat GPT and the things that we've been seeing a lot all over the place. So it's utilizing those things and working and getting those automated messages.
So we're seeing it, of course, filter into almost everyday life. It's going to be kind of the way of the future is what we're being told. And we think of, the tech development and things like that in Silicon Valley. But Reno, you're telling me, is actually becoming quite the AI hub.
It is. And what's great about Reno is that there's a lot of resources. We've got a lot of great companies here that are implementing AI, using AI automation, and working at Sierra Miles and being the co-founder, we're working with a lot of organizations that are getting a lot of great connections with AI and getting a lot of benefits from it. So
why Reno? Why is this the place they want to be?
So Reno is, it's got a lot of great talent here. We are getting a lot of great opportunities with the folks coming out of UNR. UNR has a great program. They do have a 3-credit program where you can kind of get a fast track on the AI. I do know that the DRI just received a grant to implement some more AI education in the community. So it's really a fascinating and growing area for AI.
And Cozy, we see how AI has made some of our lives easier, little aspects of it here and there. I'll use it to help me create, a chore list and most efficient way to do that. But it's also kind of having an impact on the workforce. We're seeing that relief with the younger generations coming in, college grads, especially those entry-level positions.
Yeah, and I think the younger generations are definitely receptive to utilizing AI and kind of assume that whatever the job description is, there will be some AI utilization, whatever that job is, and it's just tweaking the job description, right? The jobs are similar, but incorporating AI is definitely changing them a little bit.
I've heard someone say, you're not going to get replaced by AI, you're going to get replaced by a person who uses AI. Brandon, how accurate is that statement? And should people be concerned about, those entry-level jobs going away?
I think that you'll see that the entry-level jobs are going to be changing. There's, something that I always say when I work with clients is that AI right now starts with the human and it ends with the human. And, with the need to retrain and educate with the tools that we're using with AI, I think it's just going to change the definition of what those jobs are. I don't think they'll go away.
Okay. You were telling me too, there has to be a person at the beginning and the end of it as well. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. You definitely want to be checking your work. We're stressed all the time. Don't just completely trust the computers. The data centers, of course, a big, need. We need those for the AI to really work, and we see a lot of those coming into our area.
Yes, we do. And, the data center problem is prevalent across the United States. I mean, we're seeing the use of AI taking up a capacity in data centers so quickly and so fast, especially with the implementation and the use of different chip types that we're going to be seeing that increase quite a bit.
So what do people need to do to get themselves educated on AI?
I think the biggest thing is really, the first thing is to get yourself some education, some learning about it, feel comfortable with it. A lot of the things that I tell my clients is really just try it out, use it to build a grocery list for yourself if you'd like, but also ensure that you're using it in a safe way. With businesses, as a consultant, we always talk about ensuring that the data that you're accessing and the conversations that you're having are relevant for the...
Yeah, I would say maybe to, avoid getting any personal information out as well. You never really know where that's going to go.
Exactly.
But I do, every once in a while when I'm kind of stuck on dinner, I'll be like, okay, I have this, this, and this in my fridge, create a recipe for me. So it's a good way to get started.
It's
get
great.
Comfortable with it. And we do know, of course, things are going to be changing with AI, Cozy. As a young professional, you guys are creating this professional development day to kind of, boost up these people coming into the workforce.
Yeah, and this is the first annual professional development day that we're putting on. It's going to be held held April 11th at 9 a.m. at Elemental LED. Brandon and I will both be speaking. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about AI, Brandon has a fantastic session that he's putting together, and there are still tickets available, but they are limited.
Wonderful. So again, that's going on April 11th. We have some information for you on your screen. You can get the tickets as well at Reno Tahoe Young Professionals Network. And of course, they also have monthly events if you want to just kind of, talk and bond and grow those networking connections with other young professionals in our area. Such a wonderful group that we have and a resource here in Northern Nevada. Cozy, Brandon, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
so much.
We'll be right back.